This is Carita Parks with Bowie TV at the Under Armour Performance Center. The Baltimore Ravens are gearing up for their matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. This team thrives under the lights, and both teams, they are used to playing primetime games. So this is going to be a really good matchup. The Buccaneers, they have a high-powered offense right now that's being led by Baker Mayfield. And it is up in the air right now whether or not Mike Evans will play. That's a game time decision. But we do know that he's a very dangerous wide receiver for the Buccaneers. Here's what Coach Harbaugh had to say about the challenge that Evans and Chris Godwin pose.
Oh, tremendous matchup problems. You know, they've got two of the best, and they put those guys in spots. You know, usually, 14's in the slot, usually 13's out there at X. You single him up, he's a problem, and then you got 14 in the slot. If you single him up, he's a problem. They're both catch and run players. They're both contested catch players.
Lamar Jackson has a very strong record against NFC teams, and that's something that he doesn't really like to talk about much. He's not a guy that thrives on his records against different conferences, but he did provide a little insight this week into why he thinks he's had the kind of success he's had against NFC teams.
Just all-around team effort, game planning. Probably just because we've seen each other once a year, so it's like hard to game plan. So a little bit of everything.
The Ravens secondary, they're still looking to find that momentum and consistency and get it right. And someone who doesn't mince words about that is Kyle Hamilton. He is a leader on this team, and he knows how important it's going to be for the secondary to be on point on Monday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's what he had to say about facing them.
Their offense is running pretty smoothly right now. They're playing physical. They got a few backs back there who are running the ball pretty hard. The scheme's good, receivers are good, quarterback's good, O-line's playing good. So, it's a good challenge for us to go into Tampa Bay and hopefully come out.
The Ravens will be looking to continue their win streak and bring it up to 5 games in a row. They do have their hands full. Baker Mayfield, he's had his success, and that is someone that Lamar Jackson is very familiar with. Bowie TV, we will be on site with more coverage after the game. In the meantime, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Bowie TV Sports.
Enjoyed getting out there. Guys were sharp and good practice. So we're getting ready to get locked in and play a very tough football game on Monday night. Looking forward to it. One announcement: we have Deontay Hardy will be going on IR, the 4-week IR, with a knee issue that's been hindering him. So that'll probably come out this afternoon. We'll have that. Okay, what questions do you have?
John, with that, how do you feel? I mean, you've dealt with his absence before, but as far as the return game, how much of a, do you guys have to change up some things back there?
Yeah, we just changed up the returner. We've got Tyler who does it, and other guys, that can go back there as backups or even as a two returner type of a format.
And with Deontay, you said on IR, do you think it's something that it's not season ending?
Right, correct.
John, is the Rasheen Ali ankle injury not super serious along those lines?
Yeah, we'll just kind of play that one by ear. It's not. No, it's not super serious. It's like being superstitious. Remember the Michael Scott line?
Oh yeah.
It's like one of the greatest lines ever.
Yeah.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
You've dropped that.
It's not super serious, but it's a little serious.
Yes.
Well, that could work actually.
And John, with Arthur Millette, I think you have till next week to decide anything for that. But do you think there's a chance he'd be activated for this game, or probably not?
I think there's a chance.
Okay.
John, we've seen defenses blitz you guys less, obviously. Maybe not coincidentally, Lamar has had more kind of autonomy over the offense. I guess, do you find that there have been trickle down benefits to Lamar being able to kind of get this offense in better spots from down to down, and maybe being able to kind of take some of the sting out of the defense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Lamar's done a great job with that. The guys, the communication. We're always chasing perfection with that. It's not like we haven't had a few, wrinkles with that. You've seen in games, but we do our best. I think the guys, starting with Lamar, because he orchestrates it, doing a great job with that.
John, Marcus Williams, we heard you obviously talked about him on Monday, and Zio said, he's had maybe his strongest practice of the year this week, or one of the better practices. What does that look like when a guy has a great practice? What does that look like to you?
Right. I mean, I guess you know it when you see it. Wasn't there like a Supreme Court justice about 50 years ago said, when you see it? I can't define it, but I know when I see it. Referencing something I'm not going to reference.
Yeah. Yes, please
I guess that's kind of what it's like, as a coach, you know it when you see it, and the players know when they see it. And it's just being on point, being ahead of things, not chasing things, not surprised by things, and executing what you do. We talk about 1 of 11th all the time. You do your 111 to the best of your ability, on point, ahead of operations and communication and technique and everything else. And, that's probably what he's talking about.
All right. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.